Dating can be exciting, but it can also be a minefield. How do you know if the person you're dating is waving a red flag you shouldn't ignore? In today's video, we're going to dive deep into dating danger signs before you fall. These are warning signs that may seem subtle at first, but ignoring them could lead to serious consequences. I'll share some real-life experiences along the way to help you spot these red flags before it's too late. Stay with me because you don't want to miss this. It could save you from heartache down the road. Number 1, tries to control you by being bossy or demanding. In the early stages of dating, it might seem cute or flattering when someone takes charge, but if it crosses into demanding behavior, that's a major red flag. For instance, I once dated someone who would insist on knowing where I was at all times, not because they cared about my safety, but because they wanted control. They'd frame it as concern, but it became suffocating. Healthy relationships should be built on mutual respect and freedom, not control. Ask yourself, is your partner trying to make decisions for you, telling you who to hang out with, or dictating what you should wear? If so, it might be time to reconsider. Control can often start small and escalate, creating a toxic dynamic. Number 2, is violent and/or loses his or her temper quickly. No one is perfect, but if someone has a short fuse and their temper leads to aggressive behavior, that's a dangerous sign. I remember dating someone who would lose their temper over the smallest things, like if dinner wasn't exactly how they wanted it. It's not just about physical violence either. Verbal outbursts or smashing objects are signs of deeper anger issues. If you find yourself walking on eggshells, trying to avoid triggering their anger, that's a huge indicator of an unhealthy relationship. A person who can't control their temper in minor situations is more likely to escalate things later on, and that's not something you want to be around. Number 3, accuses you of being unfaithful or flirting. Jealousy can be misinterpreted as passion, but repeated accusations of infidelity without any basis are a glaring red flag. I was once in a relationship where I was constantly being accused of flirting with other people, even when I wasn't doing anything remotely inappropriate. It was exhausting, and over time, it chipped away at my self-confidence and made me question myself. When someone doesn't trust you and repeatedly accuses you of betrayal, it says more about their insecurities than anything you've done. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and without it, the relationship is doomed to fail. Number 4, constantly criticizes or belittles you. When your partner starts making you feel small, whether through subtle jabs or overt insults, this is a sign that things aren't right. I once dated someone who would pick on little things, from how I spoke to the way I did everyday tasks, as if they were better than me in every way. At first, I brushed it off as their honest feedback, but over time, I started feeling inadequate and second-guessing myself. A partner should lift you up, not tear you down. Constant criticism eats away at your self-esteem and can create a dynamic where you feel powerless in the relationship. If you're with someone who makes you feel like you're never good enough, it's time to reconsider. Number 5, blames you when he or she mistreats you. Have you ever been in a situation where your partner does something wrong, yet somehow you end up apologizing? I have, and it's one of the most disorienting experiences. In my case, every time they treated me poorly, it was framed as something I did to provoke them. Whether it was my tone of voice or something as small as running late, the blame always came back to me. This type of behavior is emotionally manipulative. If your partner can't own up to their mistakes and always flips the script to make you feel guilty, you're dealing with someone who's avoiding responsibility and manipulating your emotions. Number 6, threatens to hurt you, your children, or pets. It may seem extreme, but threats, whether veiled or overt, are a massive red flag that you should never ignore. I knew someone who would threaten to make me regret it if I didn't comply with their demands. At first, I didn't take them seriously, but over time, those threats grew darker and more specific. Threatening behavior is often a tactic to instill fear and maintain control. If someone threatens you, your loved ones, or even your pets, it's a sign that you're in immediate danger, and it's time to remove yourself from the situation. No one should ever feel unsafe in a relationship. Dating can be beautiful, but it can also be dangerous if you're not aware of the warning signs. Control, violence, jealousy, criticism, blame shifting, and threats are all red flags that point to a toxic relationship. If you've seen any of these signs, it's important to step back and reassess the relationship. Your safety and mental health come first. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you deserve to be in a relationship that makes you feel valued and safe. not one that leaves you questioning your worth. Watch the recommended video on the screen, and I'll see you in the next video.